So yeah, uh, what we can do into JSP programming. So first, what is JSP? So Java Server Pages is the basic, idea is to create dynamic web pages, right? It is like servlet, but it is better technology than servlet because we have, or in Java, servlet was created after the applets, right? And then we find out कि okay, there are few, things that we have issues with servlet. Why? Because whenever we will use servlet, we should know a lot of Java programming. We have to, declare classes. We have to use a lot of things, import and all those things. So they have understood कि okay, this will create issues. So they have created one more technology, that is JSP, Java Server Pages. Over there they said कि okay, whatever we want to code, we will code into normal HTML pages through Java tags. We will use few tags to code everything, right? So, what is the functionality markup on Java code integration? JSP file essentially HTML template that can include dynamic content using Java code. So, JSP supports embedded Java code directly into HTML using tags such as these tags. We can use different tags to create different coding part. Now Java server pages are not like applet. uh, it executes on the server side, then execution it creates a dynamic content, and it integrates with the Java components also, the things that we want to use in Java. So there will be three major components in Java server pages: JSP tags, expression language, and standard action. Right. Uh, After that, we will be do deploy that page on server, and it will work into JSP framework. In future, that you will start learning Spring MVC, that in Model View Controller, struts. This is the next technologies after the JSP. Now, how JSP pages works, right? On a client side, if we request for the JSP page in server, JSP engine will be executing all those things. JSP engine means our Java compiler and Java runtime machine, right? And after that, it will interact with the database. Then on the basis of that, it will return the response to the client side. Now, the most important thing that we need to understand कि what is how JSP page is translated into dynamic web form and dynamic programming. So JSP page first translate into a class file, right, or a Java file that we say, right. Then that Java file will compiled into class file, the bytecode we say, and that class file will be executed on the Java runtime environment or Java virtual machine, right. So whatever we are coding, right, in this is a JSP page, right, admin login. So whatever we coded over here, the HTML part will be separated, and the Java part, the tags between in between these tags will be separated. Then it will converted into dot Java file, the normally we create to execute Java programs. After that Java file compiled, that compiled file will be into bytecode, that dot class file. After that class file, it will be executed on the server. So that was the basic idea of JSP page. Now what we are trying to do today, uh, so we are trying to make a simple, you know, a login page. We have already created a login page into that project. So I'll teach you how to do it. So we will make a login page where you need to enter username, password, then request will go to the login process page, right. This login process page will check the username password. If username password is correct, then it will go to the welcome page or a dashboard page. Otherwise it will say over here only कि okay, wrong password, go back to the login page. So this was the initial idea that we are creating. After that we will teach you how to create session in between them also. So let's look at the code first. So this is the basic HTML code. Admin title we have given admin login, then H1 is admin login, and then we created a form. So form is like action, admin login process, JSP, method is post. Now we are using post. Why? Because we are interacting with the username and password. Now label, we are creating label is a non-editable form in a form, and input type text is a editable form. We are getting a text box and we are creating a label over here. So label for username and text box for the username. Now whenever you will create a text box for the password, create a type password so that it will not going to be visible to everyone else, right? Then input type is submit and value is login. Now I'll show you ki, what will be the result of this. After that we will understand ki, okay, how it's working. So username, whatever username we are typing, it is visible to everyone, right? So it is a normal text box. Now whatever we are typing into password, it is not visible to everyone, it is type of password, right? So whatever we coded into that form, it will look like this. Now what we can do, just for a checking, we will remove this type password to text. Now what will happen, the password will be visible to everyone now. And this is not the right method to create a password or username password login form where password is visible to everyone. So username, password. So whatever you type over here, it is visible. Whatever you are typing, everything is visible. Even if you refresh the old pages now, it will be removed. It is, normal username password. So that is why whenever we are creating a password or username related forms, it is important to use, you know, input type is password. Now in a username password form, it is our responsibility to create a secure username password form where user can easily log in, and there should be two answer after it will get executed. So there will be a two if else, one if else condition. If password is right, then it should log in. If password is wrong, it should reply invalid username password and try to log in again. So if we try to log in with the right username password, we should reach to the this page, that is admin home JSP page. If password is not right, so write hello one, we will write username login. So this should be invalid username password, please try again, go back to login page, right? This should be the right answer in that scenario. Now, so think of it as a normal HTML page. In this HTML page, whenever we are clicking on the login or submit, we will going to the admin login process.jsp. Now if we will reach into the admin login dot processing, the same thing. In normal servlet pages, we are using do get and do post method, but we don't need to use those method into JSP, right? It will automatically detect कि okay, from which method request is coming and it will execute it. Now whatever we will code as a tagging languages, right? JavaScript or any other languages that you use, it will go like that only. So whatever you code between these, you know uh, this is like your main method. So whatever you code between these tags, right? There will be a more tags in future, but yeah, initial these tags will be required to execute our Java programming. So what we did over here after reaching to this login processing, we have, you know, getting or retrieving the username password from the previous form that we have entered. So if we are entering any username password over here, it will retrieving those data into these string variables, right? So request dot get parameter. Now you will say ki, okay, where is the request, or where we have created this request object. Request and response is predefined object that you will get over here into JSP pages. So in JSP pages, there is no need to create lot of things. You can utilize already created things, like request is already created, response is already created, session is already created, right? So you will utilize those objects directly, and you can use their function directly over here. So request.get parameter username, request.get parameter password. So whatever username password is there, they will be retrieved back to the these two variables of string. Now we have hard coded our username password over here. So valid username password is this hello and hello at the rate 22 12, right? So now we will do this if else condition. Okay, if these two are correct, and we will use and over here, not or. We will check कि okay, username and password both are correct. Then if they both are create, it will create a session, right? So session dot set attribute admin, and enter the username, and response dot send redirect. So if username password is correct, it will redirect to the admin home dot jsp. If this is not right, then it will execute this else part, and in else part it will say invalid username password, please try again and go back to your admin login dot jsp. So this is what we have coded into admin login process. So this is what we are trying to do into our validation part. क्योंकि if user is clicking submit, on the basis of whatever he entered into that username password, it will go back to admin home page or go back to admin login page. Now the third part, the admin home page. So admin home page is basic HTML page majorly, right? But we have checking over here कि okay, if it is coming from the right session, क्योंकि if session dot get attribute is admin is null, right? So if somebody is directly trying to open the admin login page, now we have show you one more example what we are trying to do with this. So we will close it, we will run it again. So remember the page name admin login JSP, admin login process JSP, and admin home JSP. So if in a new session we will go back to our page admin login. So if we will try to log in with a wrong username password, what will it do? So admin login, and we will directly try to open admin home.jsp. So if we will try to do this admin home.jsp, it is going back to admin login.jsp. So whatever we will try, we are not going to get access to this admin home page. So admin home.jsp. Again, we got get back to admin login.jsp. Why? So because in this whole coding or whole idea, we are saying क्योंकि if there are three pages, right? One is our this is our login page, right? This is our login check or validation page, right? And this is our dashboard, that is home page. So anyone who want to reach to the home, they should follow the right process, because they should go to the validation page. After right validation, it should go to the home page. Now we have checking one more thing on the home page. If somebody directly try to access this home page, we will check okay, if session is null, right? It means it is directly accessing, someone directly accessing this home page. So this will redirect it back to the login page. It will say ki go through your username password, don't try to access directly home, right? So what we will do over here, so if the username password is correct, we will create a session over here, क्योंकि a new session object will be created, and then we will transfer this session page to this home page. And if this session object is not reaching over here, it will directly redirect back to the login page. Now I'll show you one more example. Like same, the username password is not right. If we try to login, it will say go back to the login page, right? Now if we will put a right username password, then we will reaching back directly to the admin home page. Now session is created. Now if we will try to access this admin home.jsp, it will allow us to access. Why? Because session is created. The same thing you do कि okay, if you have entered gmail, right, or you have entered into gmail.com, then you are using multiple tabs, right? So it will allow you to access inbox, outbox into multiple what to say, multiple tabs. Why? Because one time a session is created over there, but you log out from the gmail, and then you directly try to go to that what to say, inbox pages and all those pages, right? If you will try to go directly to inbox, right, after logging out, it will not going to directly show you inbox, right? It will again redirect back you to login page. The same thing, you will check onto that gmail.com or any other website that create a session. If you will try to access any page after logout, it will redirect you to a login page or a username password page ki okay, go through that page. That page is the right page to go through the right process. uh, till now what we are discussing, is it clear, or is there any issue into this, what we are discussing? Nitesh, Mehak, Vaibhav, Dhruvi, Pooja. Okay, so yeah, I hope the idea is clear what we are trying to do over here, right? Um so whenever you will create a web application or web pages, specifically web application, where you need to create sessions. Now what we are doing over here, in this admin login process, if username password is create, we are session dot set attribute, we are setting up a new session attribute of admin and enter username, right? So that username we will be retrieving into this page. Okay, if session is get attribute is null, so redirect back to the admin login page. If session is null, go back, there is no requirement over here. Else, right, means the session is not null. In that scenario, get attribute of session admin and print it the welcome over here. So whatever we are writing in this welcome, right, welcome hello, right, because hello is the add username over there. So let's change the username. So let's change the code over here little bit. So admin login is basic simple page. Admin login process, again let's change the username password. So username should be Pankaj, not caps, Pankaj, and password will be hello at the rate 2212 only. So now let's clean and build and run. So if we try to log in with the same hello and password, it will say us login processing, invalid username password. Please try again. Go back to login. The right username is Pankaj. Now we'll try to log in it. Welcome Pankaj. Right. So the username that is traveling across the pages through session object only. So whatever we have created over here session, and we have stored that data with the attribute name is admin, right? So we are get attribute, set attribute and get attribute into session page. So in session object with set attribute, whatever we are setting, we are getting over here, and we are printing that name, right? So this is the one more tag of Java. So this is like system out dot println, right? So this tag is directly used for printing data or printing variables into the screen. So there is this tag, standard tag, this is expression language tag, right? So this is directly used to print things. Now uh, we will show you one more thing with this. So now we will try to do one thing. The invalid username password, please try to go back. Now we will say कि okay, don't do this, or let's retry that. Control X, we will removing that code from there. Shit. Now in else, so what was the code over here? Admin login.jsp. So now this should do, if the password is wrong, it should not go to another pages. Right now if password is wrong, right, it is going to this page, right? Login processing, invalid username password, please try again, go back to login. Now we are saying if password is wrong, it should be refresh over here only, it should not go onto the different page. Now let's do the clean and build. So this is the wrong password. Let's try to log in. So we reached back here only, right? So it is not showing us a wrong password. It is just telling us कि okay, we reached back. Now again try to log in. This will be again we will reach back over here only, right? Why we are reaching back directly over here? Why? Because we are saying in this login processing कि if password is correct, we should go back to admin home. Else password, it means password is incorrect, then we should go back directly to admin login page, right? So again it will sending it back to the admin login page. Now we can do one more thing. Mm, when we are trying to sending it back, we should be admin home. So let's create a session also. So we are telling him session dot set attribute. So the attribute is data, and data we are sending is wrong username and password. Now when we will go back to this else part, so response, sorry, session dot get attribute, that attribute is data, and that data should be into a string format, or we can directly print this out dot println, or directly in expression tags. So now we are directly printing this data to that only, in the same way that we are printing admin page over here. So session dot get attribute data, and we have done this part also. Now this should be, so this will show you a few null values onto that page. While coding we should focus on that to remove that also. So this will be not the perfect example, but this is one of the example that we will do. So right now this is null, right? But if we will put wrong username password, it will say over here only कि invalid username password. Okay, now this is an error occurred, that is error in Java compilation JSP. Line 13, the JSP file admin login process.jsp generated servlet error semicolon expected. Session dot get attribute, if this is not wrong somewhere, session dot get attribute admin, and that is ended perfectly. Line 13. Okay, over here we have forgot to put this semicolon part. So now if we will press login, it will show us wrong username password. So wrong username password in the same page, right? So we are not displaying it to another page. Now we will code it back again to hide that null in the first place, right? So you can code in a certain way, so this null should not be visible in the first place, but when user try to log in a wrong username password, this should be visible, right? So yeah, this is the basic JSP example. क्योंकि these kind of things we can do on JSP. So if you want to create a full-fledged web application into advanced Java, servlet and JSP two are the basic things. After JSP, after commanding JSP, there will be a EJB, that is Enterprise Java Beans. So EJB is a like again the beans are used to create coffee. Same way, this is the beans that will create some programming, that is session beans, the entity beans, the message driven beans. So beans are like your logical codes that you can use to create some specific actions. So session beans are used to create session, that we were giving you an example how to create a session. Message driven, that transferring data from one place to another place. An entity, that is for a specific class or specific entity that we will be using. uh, the same life cycle management, EJB is used to create session and all those things. and after EJB you will be finding the basic Java. Sorry, we will be reversing back. The MVC architecture. MVC architecture is model view controller. The real example is like in the same architecture pattern. The UI, the user interface is your view, right? The data logic is your model, and the transferring data between those two is your controller, right? If we will look into this part, that what we have done, the admin login page is your user interface, right? Or in the same user interface there is two things. One is logical management, logics, right? And one is that is visible to user. So use this form is visible to user, this is your user interface, right? And this data that is creating some logical pattern, it is your data part, right? Model view controller, right? It's your model part. Same in this home page, whatever is visible to user, this view, lead, upload, this is your user interface, and the data or this session part is your model, right? And your login process kind of JSP pages that is controlling flow between one page to another page is your controller. So this is model view controller, a basic example in model view controller. Now this is your view, right? And you can't see model and controller from a user interface. User should not know about your if I am entering right username password, so I am reaching to this admin home, but there was a page in between, so I am login from admin login and reaching to admin home, but it is not directly going to from login to home. It is first going to the admin login process, validating the data, then it is redirecting to the admin home or back to admin login. So that is your controller page. That's how you create a web application. So in web application you have to create three different entities. Okay, what is the user interface, what is the logical interface, that is our model, what is the and transferring data from model to view, or view to model, or model to model, is done by our controllers. So that is our MVC architecture. So best practices for the enterprise edition is like code organization. You can create a better code. Uh, Error handling is better in Java. Security consideration, again, Java is one of the most secure platform that provides performance optimization, testing, and continuous integration. So that is your basic Java server pages to you.